Morgan Murphy, how dare you disagree with me about anything, but about Los Angeles in particular? I would never deny you the pleasures of Hollywood, California. And believe me, I am not defending New York. I spent 10 years there, and by the end, I was going insane, mostly from the noise. I lived on the 26th floor of a building on Second Avenue, and you could hear conversations going on the street because the sound would echo up off the building in waves, and you could literally hear everything. And it seemed like every night at about 2:15 a fleet of Japanese superbikes would roar by my window, and it just grated on my every last nerve until I had to leave, and I vacated for Hollywood, where I spent about a year and a half. And you're right when you say, you there's incredible people there are. um, the stereotype about the superficiality of Hollywood denizens, I think, is overblown. There's a lot of very smart, very creative people there who I dislike intensely. No, that's not true. I like a lot of people there. It's just that the the singular focus um, is so extraordinary and so dispiriting to me that I couldn't make my home there. Also, I think it's what you're used to, and I grew up on the East Coast. So for me, the East Coast just feels like home in a way that the West Coast never will. It's a big country, so when you move from coast to coast, although you are still in the continental United States of America, the greatest country in the US of A, it's like being in a foreign country. You're three time zones away. Um, and it's very different. And I think that there is a subtle but profound difference in the culture. I don't mean for good or for bad. I mean, it's literally a different culture that exists on the West Coast and in LA in particular. And so when you move there, there is an acclimation period where you actually have to change. And I imagine, or you have to get used to the culture. And I imagine the same is true from west to east. Uh, I have a telephone call. I can't keep talking about this shit with you, but to be continued at some later point.